Right. I was actually reading. I was like, I'm just going to read.
I'm actually literally sitting right here, so.
All right. I think we're live now, maybe. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
We
Okay.
are.
Hey, everybody. This is exciting. Hello. This is the first live that I've ever hosted. So that's why we're late. I mean, for this, I've done lives with Jen before, but I've never done this for Tuesday night. So, hey, Jessen, hey, Morgan, hey, Deja, Kayla, everybody's here. This is so exciting. Okay.
Yay.
Tori, Charles, Izzy. Yeah, we did it finally.
They were all ready. See, there we go.
Elizabeth. All right. So I guess we'll kind of chit chat about what we're reading. I don't really have anything real specific to talk about. So we'll go around and introduce everybody. We'll start with Jen and go that way and talk about what we're going to read. So
Sounds good. Well, okay. I have been naughty and I need to finish my book club book. So I know I'm the only one. And I have read them before, so I think I'm okay. But so I need to read this, but I'm also rereading all of these, and I really want to read this. So this might happen instead. So there we go. Cora Riley might also happen. We'll see what feeling.
I'm currently reading my book club book. This is Dangerous by Amanda Quick. It's a historical romance. The main character, the heroine, she's a ghost hunter, and I'm like obsessed.
That's awesome. I'm conflicted too, Jen. I should be a good romance tuber and read this, but I'm also in the middle of this giant book that I'm trying to get finished by the end of the year. So, or the end of the month. The end of the year.
You got some time.
I'm like, I'm fine. No, I'll read this book because I'm really enjoying the audio. So, yeah, I'll read this one.
I'm going to be reading Blood Air by Alona Andrews because it came out and I'm kind of desperate to read it. So
I love Alona Andrews.
Yep.
She's great. Or she and he.
Yep.
So I am reading The Bear and the Nightingale. I just started this one. My daughter picked this out for me. So I'm like literally only a couple of pages in, but I'm already hooked. I can't wait.
That's exciting.
Oh my God.
Me and Jen were just talking about that series a little while ago and how much we dearly love it.
I read it
good.
in January. I read it the first of the year 2 years ago, and I just obsessed. It was so great.
It's very wintry right now, so it's like perfect.
Is that the one that's like Russian folklore based, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you'd like it, Melissa.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
It sounds really interesting. I'm actually glad that there's another person reading something, another genre. So maybe I will pick up Pillars.
It happens occasionally.
So many people love that one.
Yay, I love it. That's good to know.
She's one of my top heroines. She's on my top 10 list.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Although this 2020 actually added a lot, but Vasilisa is still up there. But 2020 busted him out.
So, Crystal and Jen, I love your shirts.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, look at us. We have a club.
Shoulder.
We're like trying to start a trend here, you guys.
The new kombucha is going to be the shirt.
Coming in. Like I had to start with, but that's the fun part. It makes it look sexy, even though I've worn this to the gym like 50 times.
The ones that are like big and stretched out are like the best because then you can.
I noticed I needed to order the shirts in a bigger size if I'm going to do it because they'll be loose up top. And then I did it with one of mine and it was like tight down here. And then I was like, this isn't working for me.
I cut the bottom of mine off too, though. Like I cut that hem off.
And I did. Then it rolls up then. Because if it's tight, it rolls instead of
Yeah, if they're tight, I don't cut the bottom off of them.
Yeah.
But if they're loose, then I'll cut the bottom.
So I just ordered some more fandom shirts and I ordered a size up so that I can.
This is gonna sound scandalous, but I tried the off-the-shoulder thing and then realized you kind of need some sort of strappy bra, and I never wear bras, so I was like, problem.
Then you can
Not wear a bra.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'm like, I have to. It's not fun to not wear one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you guys go there, though, there's no going back. Like, it's freedom. You know?
This class needs some support. I need support.
Oh, sorry, Charles.
Oh, sorry, Charles. We're talking about
This is so related to books. I don't know. Like,
Sorry.
these
Like, I bought-
conversations evolve quickly.
I bought these shirts from Lady Whistledown because they have sweatshirts because those are my favorites. It says my Simon.
I love
But
that.
I hate t-shirts. I hate regular t-shirts so bad. So I'm like, I wasn't going to cut it. And then I was like, I'm not going to wear it if I don't cut it. So
Right. I'm the same way. Well, and I told you guys, like, I feel like I'm getting choked when I'm wearing like a high collar. But then I was saying, like, I'll wear a choker. I will choke myself with a choker. But I can't choke myself with a shirt. It's fine.
oh, this is so fun. I'm liking this a whole lot.
Yeah, I agree, Tracy. Like, let's go.
It would not be a romance Reader Tuesday if we didn't try to make things as awkward as possible. So I
Oh, someone asked if we have a. Oh, she asked if we had a name for our t-shirt group. Yes.
We do, yes. Bree started it today.
Shirt Club.
Shirt club.
It's super unique. It's very well thought out.
It's gonna be like, "Did you literally name us this?" Okay.
It's gonna take on. It's gonna take, guys.
I mean, the shirts might. I don't know about the group name, but the shirts for sure.
Okay, Kayla,
Computer
I have
name
a
or something.
giant cart full of fugly Barbie stuff and I haven't clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I bought 2 sweatshirts and then I was like, okay, I have to stop. But they seriously like everything. And I know like I love sweatshirts. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But yeah, I totally bought a lot of things.
I like the blanket. There's like a giant blanket.
Oh,
Have you guys seen those?
No idea.
I saw those, yes.
Yeah,
We
they
have
look
pillows
cute.
too.
My husband calls me flash dance.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I get those remarks too. Yeah, like
It is. So
we're bringing it back, you guys. We are bringing it.
I also wear leg warmers, so I haven't shared that with y'all. But I love leg warmers, and I
Me
have some
too.
hot pink ones and some black ones, so I'll have to share those sometime.
I love that.
with Barbie, but I'm waiting. Oh, I'm excited.
Are leg warmers, do they have to be heelless to be called leg warmers? Or can they just have heels and be called like giant socks?
Honey.
I
Then
know, I
there's
just want it to stop.
Okay.
Well, like it could just be. I mean, they make leg warmers that are just like this section, you know, like
Yeah.
calf without the foot.
around
I
the
don't know.
shoe, but like they don't have a bottom. Like they're the tube
All
part.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't own any. Never mind. I just own giant socks.
I love those too, like the big socks.
Yeah, the best.
Love them.
So what are you
for-
reading? You didn't tell us.
Oh, what am I reading? I'm also reading The Lost Duke of Wyndham in preparation for the book club this week. I usually like to read them as close as possible to our discussion, otherwise I forget. So I'm working on that one. I'm almost done with it. I'll probably finish it right now, tonight. We will.
Did you finish? Have you read Cavendish yet? Or you?
Not yet. I started
Okay.
with The Lost Duke, and then I'm going to go
Yeah.
to that one. But I've
That's
heard
what I
in the
did too.
chat that it seems like people prefer Lost Duke to Cavendish. So
Oh,
I
unpopular
don't know.
opinion here then.
I see. That's why I read Thomas first, because otherwise he pales a little in comparison to Jack. If you like read Jack first, you're like, oh, he's amazing. Thomas seems like such a jerk, and then I'm like, but if you start with Thomas, then you get the spice of Jack first. I don't know, but that I'm biased because that's how I read it the first time, so now I like to read it that way. But
I mean, I
think
guess
our
I
layout-
read Jack first, but I like Thomas better.
What did you say?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we start reading? I don't know. How long do we usually chat for? We've been chatting for 10 minutes.
For as long as it goes.
Well, I don't know.
At the end, whatever.
Have we scared people away? I don't know.
No. Yeah, more than ever. We have 69 people.
We have
watching right now.
69 people.
That's perfect.
69 in the book I
perfect.
had. So there you go. It's perfect timing.
I love t-shirts. Deja, that's hilarious. Yeah, I saw there was a stirrup pants comment. Let me find it.
Oh, yeah. To go over the heels.
Stirrup
can't
pants
find it
need to come
anymore.
back. That one.
Was it this one? Stirrups? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm a bad host.
What was the point of stirrup pants? Like, did people have a lot of problems with their pants riding up? Like does that happen?
We would just
Maybe-
keep it tight.
Oh, okay.
Under the heel, right? And so it would be like, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, my leggings stay tight and down.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Novel Life, type it into Google.
Yeah, I literally just did that. I was like,
you guys didn't know?
I don't know what stirrup pants are.
Tori's the youngin'.
Yeah, Tori's a baby. A sweet baby.
Yeah.
Stirrups in high school.
But my mom held on to trends longer than she should have. So
I think we're all probably guilty of that.
I didn't hold on.
I mean, obviously.
No, this is a comeback. This is not
It's
holding
a comeback.
on.
Not holding
Yeah.
on to. Okay, got it.
This is a resurgence.
Again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Stirrup pants. It's too funny. That could be the next thing. I mean, leggings have been back around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. A great line on your leg.
A lot of bell-bottom jeans
Why they went
lately.
away. Because having all of your bits tucked in, like, why would you not want that to happen? So
I'm hoping that low-rise jeans never come back. Those were the
Those were literally the worst. Yes.
No.
Oh
Those
my
should.
God.
I can't even believe those were a thing. Even when they were a thing, I didn't. Steph, you're being very quiet. Did you have any of these fashion trends?
No,
there's like
no
I remember the low-rise jeans. They're terrible.
They're
They can stay
worst.
gone.
I love low rise.
No. Are you serious? Low rise.
I hate high rise.
love and sincerity, but no one who ever wore low rise had an ass as big as mine. Like, you have a small one. And that's great. If you can wear them, I'm not like saying mean things to you. I'm just saying the vast majority of women, it hits in exactly the wrong spot for the body you have. But if you rock it, you go. I think it's
because I'm tall. Like I hated that I had even a longer, it felt like a longer torso, a longer like bottom half to me with high rise. So
fair.
How tall are you, Melissa?
I'm 5'8". Not like terribly tall, but my sister's almost 6 feet.
Yeah, but if
Really?
She's my twin.
you're lean through, like it'll feel really tall through your torso. If you're higher.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
I'm tall, but proportionally plump to the size. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're talking about fashion trends.
should we? Okay, should we start?
Come up while we're reading.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and start, right? I don't know. That's hilarious.
7, 26. Okay.
Does somebody want to comment that and I will
I just
hit
did.
it? Oh, you did? It's not
Mhm.
coming up for me.
Well, it'll show up.
Okay, there. All right, we'll read now. Down to business. Time to be serious.
Okay.
Are we back? Just me?
We're back.
Yeah, I just made Bree buy a book.
Which book?
TikTok is so bad for me. It's called Playing with Monsters by Amelia Hutchins. I don't even know the author's name, but it was on a TikTok for like dark fantasy with high sex. So I was like, your girl's mom.
Dark
It's
fantasy with high
universe.
sex.
And I was like, I don't need anything else. Has anyone read that book, guys? Let's see if I can get a picture.
What happened to the cover? Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Until you know.
Well, anyone in the comments either, have you heard of this book? I don't know, Feb is coming up in a couple weeks, so give it to me.
Not book talks kind of thing. That's funny.
Like $2 more. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, I added the narration too. Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully it's good. I do know okay,
For $2, I'll take it.
right.
I don't
Send
even
you- How
have a
everybody's-
TikTok.
What? Sorry, go ahead.
What's the title called of the book?
Playing with Monsters.
Oh, that's right. Interesting.
Mhm. Like, read the synopsis. It sucks you in.
It has like it's like a Fae serial killer maybe or something. I don't know. It looks cool. I don't need any more explanation. Even though it's like a 500-page book, just the first. So could be a disaster, but I was having some problems with Rex the other day because I mean, you know, like if you just like have two in a row that like I'm not saying they're bad, they just like don't work for you, and then you're like, I can't trust anyone. I was just having a PMSing day, and I was like, nobody knows me. They're just not saying good stuff. And then I was like, so I guess I'm going back to Cora Riley because I can trust her.
You had a day, Jen. You really had a day.
Poor Jen.
Got an 80% in, and then it went too far, and I was like, why? It was like 56 all over again, but not quite, but still, it was like 56 all over again. Where I'm like, I'm 75% into this book. What? Well, yes, it's a series. It's a series, Justin. I'm okay with that. If it's a fairy world, I'll commit to multiple fantasy books. Yes. So, yeah. As long as there's lots of each one, if I don't have to wait.
Yeah.
Who has TikTok? Yeah, I created one and like I've done a few, but they're to me like it's just not a platform I understand yet. And I'm more dedicated to like I know that if I would dedicate time to it, I could get good. Like I love Avery's TikToks. I love Steph has TikTok. I found some other like great people on there. I mostly just go for the book recs because a lot of authors have their TikToks. I've won a couple giveaways because not a ton of people follow their TikToks. So I've actually won some giveaways on there. So I like TikTok because they're instant recommendations, which is great. You know, I like watching everyone's videos, but when I've like just want like 1 minute recommendations, it's perfect. You just type in what you want and they're instantly in front of your face. So that's what I like about watching TikTok. And then as for making it, I'm like, wow, as always, so much more talented than me because I'm just I like long form. I don't edit myself if you haven't noticed. And I talk for a long time. And like TikToks are like get to the point really quickly. And I like can't do that.
And like there's such a timing element to TikTok too that I'm just like I don't have the patience to
Yeah, I
do
don't
that.
get
But the whole reason I got a TikTok account. I don't post anything, but I got on there so I could follow the girl who dresses in Renaissance fair outfits, Regency outfits, and she looks exactly like a Disney princess. Like I don't know what her name is.
Yeah.
And she is so adorable, like her facial expressions, like she is a literal Disney princess. And
Yeah. I use it for, and there's a lot of reviewers who are getting famous on there too, like TikTok famous on there, and they do that. And I'm just like, I can't. So I've made like 10 of them, but it's when I'm bored and I'll be like, oh, I'll make one of these. But I haven't filmed myself on any of them because I'm like, it's too much work.
I just go on TikTok for Twilight memes and then I send them to my friend. And that's it.
The romance booktuber, we were sending some back and forth for a while. That was really popular to send it back and forth, and now I just go on for steamy recommendations. And again, the author TikToks are like Kay Webster has one, and like Kennedy Fox, they make really good ones. So that's the authors are on there. So.
Oh, Chris, you're funny. Like it's an investment to learn how to make TikToks, or maybe I'm just too old because I'm like my brain doesn't. I don't want to say that, but like it just seems really hard to figure out how to make them. Like I tried a few reels and I was like, this isn't for me.
Yeah, it's just one more thing to manage too, and I'm like,
exactly.
I don't have the capacity.
I have enough trouble staying on top of everything as it is.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
For me, like I've that's why I've only slowly been expanding into Instagram, because it was like I need my YouTube base to be really strong and know what I'm doing. And over this last couple months, I've been like, oh, I like the Instagram friends I've made too, that are like independent from Booktube. Like some people don't know that I have a Booktube channel there, which is, I was like, oh wow, I'm actually reaching new people. So that's.
And that's kind of the cool thing about all these different platforms, though, is that you end up reaching a different audience for each one, you know, like, which can be cool, but it's also like so much time dedicated to each one. So. Yeah,
Justin, you have a bazillion things that you do, and they're always 150% amazing. So
yeah. I don't know how Jessalyn does it.
Everything you do is perfect. I'm like, why do you look so great? And I look rambling in my first video. I do, like, no joke, because I just like held it with like a light bulb on my face. Lord, I still do that. That's what my vlogs are. Is just on my couch with like a light bulb in my face. Never worked. Love it.
Well, what everybody read? How much did everybody read?
Great.
I never pay attention to how much I read.
You got to return and report. Let us know how you did.
I got through 60, so I did pretty good. So,
wow, that is really good.
Yeah. I'm up to chapter 8, if anyone has finished this one so far. So, doing pretty good.
I only read like 20 pages, but I was taking like aggressive notes, so that's why.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, what is she doing over there? That's awesome.
Everything is important. I need to write it down.
I just did half of the time on this and then half of the time on my other book. So yeah.
So
I don't know
which Julia Quinn is that you're reading?
The 8th one of the Bridgertons, On the Way to the Wedding. Finally finishing the series. So yeah, it's cute. I'm kind of getting like frustrated with Gregory right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can wrap my head around like Lucy liking him after he's supposedly been in love with her best friend. You know, I'm like, please.
I feel like the thing in the front of the book, right? She has that cute little thing where she's like, firstly, this happened. Secondly, this. I feel like she wrote that because it was cute, and then like wrote the story and was like, oh, this doesn't work as well as my cute little saying was. I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, if this were me and my best friend and then he was trying to come on to me, I'd be like, wait.
Yeah. I still like him better than Benedict.
Oh, me too.
I like Benedict. I'm sorry. I do. But I know Jen doesn't. Jen hates him. What about you, Steph?
I got about 20% into Blood Air, and I'm loving it. I missed being in this world. Yeah.
That's awesome. Your day's just starting, right? You can binge all day.
Oh, I have to go into work in about half an hour, so unfortunately not. But I will binge it. I'll binge the rest of it tonight.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun to start your morning with this live. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. See, I was going to read one of the Side Changeling books today, except I also take aggressive notes in those at the moment, so I figured I would read something where I wouldn't get distracted.
Right, I'm so excited for tomorrow's episode. They're going over one of my favorite ones, so as I'm speaking of Smart Women Read Romance, like you guys know what I'm talking about just by saying that. But y'all should, right? Y'all are listening to Smart Women Read Romance, right? Because you're wrong if not. So go listen.
That's true. It's fantastic.
I just reread the book last night, so I'm ready.
Yes, I love that one. I'm excited.
What about you, Bree? Are you still? Give us your thoughts.
I just got, it's starting to pick up a little bit. It was hard. Like, it's hard reading these type of books when I can't pronounce the names. Like, so it's hard for me to keep track of the characters, but I'm starting to finally get on track. I'm only on like chapter 3 right now, but.
And then they have weird honorifics for the
Yes.
Russians too.
Yeah.
So each person calls someone a different name, but it's the same
Right.
name.
They have like 5 different names each, and I'm like, and I can't pronounce any of them. So it's hard to stick. But
I remember that because it's like Vasya, Vasilisa, it'll say something else after her name too. And then it's just like, oh my gosh.
right.
Syllables as it is.
I think that's the same thing with like any Russian literature too, like Tolstoy.
Yeah. They just overcomplicate that, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
Well, then you have like all of the fantasy creatures in that world. Like they're so different than what we're used to. And that was like the 4th Russian fantasy that I had read. And I was like, so I like knew everything, but I was like, this would be a lot if you didn't know what this little Domovoy was called or whatever, you know, like I just love them. I love that book so much, but I've heard a lot of people think it's super slow in the beginning, but I didn't because I'm a big nerd, but I've heard.
I like a lot of Russian names too, Justin, but I like the modern ones. Like I like Dmitry, and I like, you know, like Lev, and like I love that. Like, because I love the Russian mafia. I like the Bratva. So I'm here for a girl. What were we gonna say? Oh, the Russian stuff. So one of my friends, she's finally reading Bardugo because the TV show is coming soon. And it was funny that she like didn't know how to say any of the names, where I'm just like so used to them now because I've been reading them for so many years that she's the Coprel key, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, and she's like, oh, that's how you say it, because she's like reading it instead of listening, and I'm like, I can.
Those audiobooks are so good. Like the Russian accents are just like.
They're so
fantastic. Yes.
Why do I like Evil Men so much?
There's something about a Russian villain that like I really like that. So
I do.
Half Russian over here.
I love it.
Well, I read 10%. I'm almost done. I didn't finish, but like I'm almost done. And then we need to read the next one, and then we're gonna have our chat. So it'll be good.
Woo. Yeah, you doubled up on the live shows this week. So
I know, right? That one I will be better prepared. I'm still a newbie at these live shows.
You're making me wait, girl.
I know. I'm so sorry. Like.
I was like, oh, maybe next time they'll have Julia Quinn on the live. That'd be so cool.
I mean, you know, I'm her favorite Bookstagrammer, so I should be able to get her sometime, right? No,
all you gotta do is ask Jen. You know,
oh my God, for you. Favorite Crystal. Someday. We'll start with Sarah and see how it goes. Okay, like. Eva Lee, I had only like started reading her books just then. Julia Quinn, it's been since I was 16. So
I would love to see that live, like you fangirling the whole time.
What I want to ask is I want to ask her and Paul to be on a live show because I'm a fan.
That would be good.
As well. If you guys don't know this, maybe somebody doesn't know, but every book Julia Quinn has ever written, she's dedicated to her husband, and it's always something really funny. So just check that out. If you're reading these on ebook or something, check out her dedication page.
Like the one. See what mine is.
It says, "For my mom, who makes all things possible," and also for Paul, even though she once introduced us as her son and daughter-in-law.
Mine says, and also for Paul, just because.
I love it.
Always really because. She says that in one of her newest ones too. She's like, and also for Paul, just because. It's always really just because. She's like,
oh.
Sorry. I'm a fan girl. I'll talk about her all the day. Yeah.
She's probably a pretty busy lady right now.
Right. That's the thing too, is I was like, maybe if this was gonna be like in the summer or something, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I doubt this will be the only Julie Quinn we ever read. Like, never a while. I'm sure it won't be never. So warm.
Well,
I always get so warm when we talk because I get so upset. What are some people going to read for the readathon? Because that starts in a couple days.
yeah. Anybody doing the historical romance readathon?
I am. I don't know what I'm reading yet because I haven't looked at Jen's suggestions yet.
First one?
I'm picking them as I go.
Okay. I'm excited. But I made my Kate and Anthony said, yes, that would be great. Yeah, I get
7 books, Tori. Wow.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
I think
awesome.
I picked 6.
I think I have like 12 on my TBR, but I mean, you know, it's just like, which ones am I going to choose? I needed to have options.
I have 3 of them on audio, so I know I'll get to those for sure. It's the 3 that I have physical that I'm like not sure because it depends on the time. But
I thought I was being ambitious with 4.
I mean,
But that's how I read. That's my pace. So.
definitely we'll see. That'd be fun to do the Smythe Smith books. Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah, I'm planning to read Courtney Milan to Carrie in the comments. I want to read The Duke Who Didn't.
Oh, yay.
Crystal just like read it and loved it. So
I did. I loved
oh
it.
yeah, and I'm reading Ritual of Proof by Dora Joy with Jackie.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited about that. I have Dara Joy on my shelves, but I've never read her, so I'm excited you're gonna read her.
I'm gonna do
Wi-Fi.
but I'm gonna do Unclaimed is the one I'm gonna do. Which I believe is a virgin hero, I think, from what I'm reading on the back. Can anyone confirm or deny? Because I believe I heard virgin hero and I was like, yes, please. So
Yes, please.
and she's a courtesan or something. So not or something. She is a courtesan.
I will probably pick something up for the readathon. I don't know what it will be. It will be random and probably mood reading.
That's kind of the best way to do it, right?
I mean, I kind of just want to binge read more Donna Fletcher, but I'm going to try to read more than her. But he's really all that I want to read right now.
Let's be real. I'll probably go to Sarah McLean. So.
Yes.
I have one of hers on my TBR. I'm posting it on Friday.
I do too. Yeah.
The Highlander Who Protected Me. Oh, that one's so sweet. What a swoony man. I love a man with a baby. Show me a man with a newborn baby, and I'm just.
I think we can all relate to Heather right now, overwhelmed with reading commitments that are. Yeah.
Right. Well, and you just read the best fantasy book of 2020, so your brain's probably a little overwhelmed. Love it.
Yeah.
By the way, I caught Heather's podcast on Read My Lips. It was really good. If you guys haven't checked out that podcast,
that. Yeah,
it was really good. I don't even read dark romance, and I enjoy it. So
my friend messaged me about it, and she's like, "Did you realize your episode's 2.5 hours long?" Yeah. She's like, "That's too long."
It was so nice too, because it was just like listening to it while I worked. You know.
Yeah. Oh yay! Bound to a Warrior, yes. And The Highwayman, yes. And The Madness of Reading Company, yes. Read
those are all such great ones.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Read My Lips, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
On Spotify.
It's on Spotify.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
And the girl that hosts it is Tara North. She's also a YouTuber if you want to look her up.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually did an interview too, even though I am not a dark romance expert, so that will be up in a few weeks. She wanted, like, I told her, I'm like, I'm not a dark romance expert, and so she's like, it's okay, it'll still be a good conversation. So that'll be an interesting one.
That's another note. She is looking for people to be on it still. So if you like romance, you should reach out to her because she's had some of us, but until she gets some more traction, and she's very sweet. So I know that'll seem weird to reach out, but she was on earlier and she said she had to leave. But if you love dark romance and want to talk about it with a really cool lady for an hour or so, you should look her up.
Yeah, she's way cool. Definitely. Well, shall we end, ladies and gentlemen? People?
Because my laptop is about to die.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. This was a ton of fun. We do these every Tuesday night. It switches around to different romance booktubers at 7:30 EST, I think is the time. And I think next week it is on
Megan.
Oh,
right?
Megan signed up. Last I saw, no one had.
Yeah, Megan just signed up because we told her no one signed up. But she had room for people. So
people to sign up. So it's just fun to hang out with friends, chat a little about books and everything. So thanks for joining us tonight. It was a ton of fun. We'll see y'all next time.
See you next time.
Bye.